my name is Michael DeGood, and this is chair exercises for planks, leg lifts, and oblique crunches. So if you're in an office cubicle and you want to work your abs a little bit, there's nothing wrong with that. There's always time to do that in between paperwork and meetings with the boss and whatnot. So here are a few options for you. The first one is going to be leg lifts in a desk chair. Now the good thing about a desk chair, if you have one with arm rests on it, is you can use these arm rests to stabilize yourself. So you can actually get a little bit more squeeze out of the core. So for the first one, we're going to do leg lifts. And the way that's going to work is you want to sit on the edge of the chair, and you want to put your feet out in front of you and point your toes. Again, you can use the arm rest to help support you. From here, you're going to lean back slightly, and then you're going to lift your legs up. Knees, ankles, both tight in. Lift them up as high as you can. Pause, squeeze the core, and lower them down under control. So it'll look like this. Up, squeeze, and down under control. Up, squeeze, and down under control. So really what you're doing is a jackknife in a desk chair. So it's great. You don't need a whole lot of room to do it, right? So you're up, you can squeeze, and lower down under control. Now, if you want to intensify this, you can do bicycle turns with your feet while they're off the ground. So it'll look like this. You lift them up, you squeeze, and then from here, pretend like you're riding a bike. Just rotating your feet around in a circle. And you really start to feel these. And then, if you want to intensify it even more, reverse it. Now this one right here is a little counterintuitive, and it's going to be tough to maintain, but just think about scooping the feet. Always think about scooping the feet. And those three together are going to really work all three parts, the upper, mid, and lower abdominals. So another one to do is a plank, and you can use the chair for a plank in two different ways. If you're not used to a plank and you want to try one out, you can use the chair to elevate your body so that the angle isn't quite so extreme, and it'll be a little easier for a plank. The way that would work is you're going to use the arms or the seat of the chair, and you're just going to step back, nice straight body from the ankles all the way up to the top of the head. Place your hands in the chair, push through the palms, tuck your hip, raise the middle of your back up, and hold it. That's it, right there. Hold it for as long as you can. If it gets to be too tough, try it in 15-second increments. Hold for 15 seconds, and then step out, and wait for 10 seconds, come back to the position, hold for 15 seconds, and then step out. Now, if you find that that's too easy for you, and you want to up the intensity, you can use the chair to prop your feet up, and then you could do a really intensified plank. And it looks like this. So you come down to your hands and knees, and then one at a time, place your feet up on the chair, straighten your legs, push through your toes, tuck your hips, lift the middle of your back up, and hold. And the shakes are going to start happening, and when the shakes start happening, you know you've got your core engaged. Breathe. Try to calm yourself, lifting the middle of your back up, and hold that for as long as you can. And again, and if it gets to be too intense, you could come down, take 10 seconds, return back to that. Try to hold it for 30 seconds at first, and if you feel comfortable with 30 seconds, try to hold it for a minute. If you feel comfortable with that, try a minute and a half. See how many times you can do it. Lastly, if you want to work the obliques, we can do oblique crunches in a chair. And again, you can use these arm rests for stabilizers to help balance you. Now the way you're going to want to do this, getting into it's a little bit tougher. So you're going to want to lean back, hold onto the armrest, and you want to slide over and kind of balance on one side of your hip, right? So that your hip is at a slight angle sitting in the chair. Feet out in front of you. Now from here, leaning over, you want to bring your knees to your chest and then back down. Knees to your chest and then back down. Now this is a tougher one to get into, and it's a little awkward, but you'll know you're doing it right when you feel the side of your core, your obliques. When you feel those start to really tighten, you know you're doing it right. So what you want to think about, maybe instead of bringing your knees to your chest, is bringing your rib cage to your hip and then back. In and then back. And again, you want to come up, get a squeeze, and then return to the starting position under control. In and then back. Try that 10 to 15 on each side. See how you feel. If you could do it again, do another set, maybe 3 sets, and you'll really feel your core on that one. Once again, my name is Michael DeGood, and this was obliques, leg raises, and planks in a desk chair.